Are you confused about Nikon DSLR focus modes? Don't know which one to use for which situation? Then you are in the right place, my friend. In this video, I'm going to clarify what each of the focus modes is and when to use it. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you a hidden setting within the camera that will help you nail manual focus every single time. Don't go away. If you have not seen one of my videos before, I'm Barry from Photographer's Freedom, where I take you from beginner to better to business with your DSLR photography. That means that I do basic photography tutorials, gear reviews, and give you business advice on how to make money with your photos. Let's learn all about Nikon DSLR focus modes using my D3500. If you have a different Nikon DSLR, don't worry, the focus modes are the same across a wide range of Nikon camera models. You are going to see different options for focus modes depending on whether you are doing viewfinder photography or using the live view screen. Let's look at the viewfinder options first. These options will be available in the M, A, S, and P modes, not in auto mode. In auto mode, you have the option of AFA or MF only. I will turn my mode dial to M and bring up the information display by pressing the I button. Using the multi-selector, I will then navigate to focus mode in the bottom left-hand corner. If you are using a lens that has an AM or MAM switch and it is set to M, you will not be able to access this part of the menu. Make sure the switch is in the A or M/A position. The first option that we have here is AFA. This stands for Auto Servo AF. The AF stands for autofocus. To understand this focus mode, we have to learn what AFS and AFC are, so we'll look at those first. AFS stands for Single Servo AF. In this mode, when you half press the shutter button, the camera begins to focus and locks focus once it is achieved. That's the beep that you hear. This is good for stationary subjects, still life, portraits, or street photography. If you're enjoying the information you're getting in this video so far, why not subscribe to my channel, enable notifications so you don't miss any future videos. AFC stands for Continuous Servo AF. In this mode, when you half press the shutter button, the camera focuses continuously until you either take your finger off the shutter button or take a photo. This is best for moving subjects, sports photography, wildlife, that kind of thing. Now that we understand those two modes, we can go back to AFA. If you select this mode, the camera will choose either AFS or AFC depending on the shooting conditions and the movement of your subject. I never use this mode because it gives too much control to the camera. I would not trust it in many situations as the camera will most likely focus on the wrong thing in your scene. This brings us to MF. Quite obviously, this stands for manual focus. This is where you have total control over the focus using the focus ring on your lens. It can be hard to nail the focus using this mode, but remember that secret setting in the camera I was talking about earlier in the video? That will make manual focusing a whole lot more accurate. That's coming up soon. Let's now take a look at the focus mode options you have when using live view. Again, make sure the switch on your lens, if you have one, is set to the A or MA position. Engage live view by pulling the lever beside the mode dial. Press the I button and bring up the focus mode menu. The focus mode options you have here in live view are AFS, AFF, and MF. We already know what AFS and MF are, so let's take a look at AFF. This stands for Full-Time Servo AF. In this mode, the camera will continuously focus regardless of whether you have your finger on the shutter button or not. This mode is best for when you are shooting video, though I don't recommend it because the autofocus systems of most Nikon DSLRs is not great and they will constantly hunt for focus and ruin your footage, not to mention your audio. You can use this for still subjects when taking photos, but just know that when your subject moves or anything in the scene moves, your camera is going to adjust focus. Okay, I have kept you waiting long enough. What is the secret setting within the camera that will help you nail manual focus every time? It's called Rangefinder. Now your camera may or may not have this setting. If it does, you can find it by pressing the menu button and navigating to the setup menu. Also, the Rangefinder will not work in manual mode. It will work in all the other auto or semi-auto modes. So in the setup menu, go across with your multi-selector and scroll down or up until you find the Rangefinder. What it does is display a focus distance scale in the viewfinder. This lets you know when your subject is in focus. When you're in manual mode, this meter is used to indicate your exposure, and that is why Rangefinder doesn't work in manual mode. I will switch my camera to aperture priority mode and turn Rangefinder on, and we'll see what it does. You can see the meter down the bottom in the center of my viewfinder display. As I turn the focus ring on the lens, the meter moves to indicate where I am focusing. If the arrow and lines appear to the left of the zero, I am focusing in front of the subject. If they appear to the right of the zero, I am focusing behind the subject. If the two lines below the zero light up, that means I'm in focus. You will also notice the green dot appear on the left there. That is the focus indicator. You can use this instead of the Rangefinder or in combination with it, it's up to you. The advantage with the Rangefinder is it gives you a visual indication of your depth of field. You can pinpoint how far in front or behind of your subject you are focusing and produce the depth of field effect you're after. Well done you! You made it through the whole video and you now have a better understanding of Nikon DSLR focus modes. I'm going to make a more in-depth video soon that will take you through some real-world scenarios and show you which modes to choose. If you want to be notified about that video, subscribe to my channel and enable notifications. Until next time, I'm Barry from Photographer's Freedom. Get out there, take some wicked shots using your newly found knowledge of Nikon DSLR focus modes, and I'll see you soon.